On my own episode of the Unsellables, we're going to take a look at this house in North Dallas, which has quite the history and quite the unique feature, as you'll see. So we're over 3,300 square feet, 3-bed, 4 full bath, and it has some unique features. I love the high ceilings in here. You have this beautiful fireplace. You've got this floating entertainment center for your living room TV. It's got a nice side patio that's covered. You've got shade year-round with this big tree here, and they put up an awning. This house has been on and off the market for over a year now. And at first glance, you wonder why. You see the kitchen, it's a really good-sized kitchen. As you can see, everything's been updated, lots of cabinetry, lots of storage. You've got wine cooler down here. You've got the coffee bar with a second sink over here. It's a really spacious kitchen, right? All the rooms are pretty spacious. Here's the primary suite, good size, large enough for fireplace seating area. And then you come into the bath. You've got this setup with the tub in this huge walk-in shower, dual vanity, walk-in closet, and then as we go to the rest of the house, it just shows really well because everything's been updated. You got separate dining area over here. Back in this wing, we have bedroom number 2, full bath number 2, 2-car garage, and then an in-law suite back here. And the bathroom for this one is pretty nice. Dual vanity, good size walk-in shower with a bench, walk-in closet. It checks off a lot of boxes. It's in a good neighborhood, layout's good, the updates are good. So you wonder, why is it after a year not selling? Well, it has one glaring issue. Welcome to the indoor pool. This is something where at first glance you're like, wow, what a bonus, right? Who wouldn't want a pool right off the living room? It has its own half bath over here. It's got these high ceilings. In the Texas heat, you don't have to worry about baking too much in the summer, or you don't have to worry about closing it for the winter. This, at first glance, seems like a huge bonus, but at this price point, this was originally listed for $1.3 million. At this price point, if you're gonna have something like this, it has to be perfect, and it is not. As soon as you walk in the front door, the aroma, the strong smell of chlorine hits you right in the face. Why? Because if this is indoors, this needs to be on its own separate HVAC, and you need to make sure that these fumes aren't circulating to the rest of the house. So you need really good weatherproofing and sealing with all the doors. And as we look around, we have 1 double door, 2 double door, a door into the kitchen, and another set of French doors into that on the in-law suite in the back of the house. So you have all this air circulating throughout the house through the vents because it's on a shared HVAC, and through the nooks and crannies in all these doors. And this is a big problem. So you have 2 solutions to this. A, you either fix the problem, you get it on separate HVAC, you seal everything to make sure that the air isn't being transferred to the rest of the house, or B, you have to convert this into living space. Now, I was just here with a contractor, we were going over everything, and after a lot of debate and discussion, we actually decided to go with B. So we are actually going to be getting numbers on what it would cost to turn this back into living space, and it is no small task. This pool, you can't just go over top of it. You can't just drain the pool and put flooring over top of this. You have to cave the pool in. There's a lot of things you need to do to properly prep the pool so that it's not going to cause a hazard and issue in the future. You have to cave it in a certain way, and then once the city checks off on that and says, yes, you did it right, then you have to pour foundation over top of it to make sure that everything is structurally sound and is rock solid as the rest of the house. So that's going to require a lot of work, a lot of labor, a lot of materials, and it's going to be quite the undertaking just to convert a room from one thing into another thing. Our plan after that was to partition this off into 2 rooms. This is a room that would be too awkward as living room. So we're going to put a wall in here. We're going to have an extended living room coming out to about 3/5 of the room, and then the back side of this is going to be a patio. So we're going to have engineered hardwood throughout here, and then on the back side of the wall that we're going to be putting up, we're going to have a patio to make it for a sunroom, so you still can enjoy a lot of the aspects of a Four Seasons room. So this is an interesting project, maybe it'll turn into, but it's also an interesting house and an interesting conundrum to have to overcome. So time will tell if this is a project we decide to take on. If so, stay tuned, and this should be an interesting one that you've probably never seen before.